Hey guys, it's me from our first real video of the day. Yeah, I was at the belated birthday bash, but that was on a different channel. And you know what? I like churning out 3 or 4 videos a day. It makes me feel good. It also says I haven't got a life at the moment. So, whatever. Anyway, so I did 2 overviews so far. I did Evolve, and what was the other one? Uh, can't remember now. But anyway, I did I did my two. I did the overviews, and I've got a lot more wrestling to do. So this one's Dreamwave Wrestling. Now, Dreamwave Wrestling is a very small independent promotion, and to be honest with you, it's how can I put it? It's cheap, but it's also pretty good. When you watch it, it's kind of like watching one of those when you go to a theatre to watch. You know, like those ones. You know, those cheap ones you pay $20 to go and see. And there's some special guests there, like they've got Johnny Gargano, a couple of events. They've got AJ Styles, Chris Hero, Hurricane Helms, Shane Helms, Axel Jim Duggan. But I'll talk about that more when it comes up. So let's get started. So the first one is their 50th anniversary show. Because every year they have a premiere show all the way through the year. They have a different season. And normally a story starts in every season. Now I've only got the 2013 season at the minute, and the first season premiere and the season premiere 2014. I haven't really got through them, so I can't really talk much about them. But I can tell you a bit about the first ones. Like for instance, this one has Lince Dorado versus Ice Peak Vic Capri. It wasn't a bad match. To be honest with you, none of them were bad matches. They just weren't anything special. You know, when you watch an independent program, a cheap one, and you're like, it's good, but it's no Ring of Honor. It's no Evolve, you know, that kind of thing. That's what the other one was, Northeast Wrestling. That's the other one I did the overview of. It's very similar to that, except it looks a little bit more cheaper, in my view. I've only watched 2 shows, like I said, so I can't really say much. But I will tell you a bit about what's on the DVDs, kind of thing, if there's a special wrestler on there like Chris Hero or something. John Morrison turns up at the end of this one and basically attacks the guy, basically. So, if you're a big John Morrison fan, then you'll like that, basically. Let's get him in order. Then we've got Rota Anniversary, which, to be honest with you, is a Rota Anniversary, sorry. To be honest with you, this is a bit like their WrestleMania kind of build-up, except it's anniversary. That's what it's called, anniversary. Instead, where are you? Oh, there it is. They have their anniversary show, and they kind of have a lot of WrestleMania kind of build-up. You know, the premiere, then the road to anniversary, and then obviously the anniversary. This has a kind of This has like a tag team match, lethal lottery kind of stipulation. It's alright, it's not great, it's got some great ones in it like Colt Cabana, Samuel Del Sol, but unless you know all the wrestlers, you're not going to really know most of these. Prince Mustafa Ali, Bill Nolan, Dorado, Nick Brubaker, Justice Jones, Matt Nix, Marcus Crane, Matu, Jason Hayes, Christian Rose. Christian Rose has become quite big recently. But yeah. Then you've got the anniversary show. 2013 now. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Then you've got the 2013 anniversary show, which has Nick Brubaker versus Jason Hayes for the Dreamwave Championship. John Morrison versus Christian Rose, which I'm guessing is a pretty good match because I haven't seen that yet. Marsh Rocket versus Prince Mustafa Ali. Colt Cabana versus Shockwave the Robot. Vince Dorado versus Matt Cage. Now, I haven't watched any of these ones coming up because I only recently, to be honest, got them. And I haven't really had the time to watch them, as you can tell from most of my reviews, where I go, haven't seen this yet, haven't watched it yet, can't say anything about this yet, and so forth. So now I'm just going to go randomly and pick the ones up. This one is Summer Spectacular. I really like the cover of this one. I like some of their covers, and I've got to be honest with you, who doesn't like the Steiner brothers? You know, they're old age pensioners now, but they can still go to a degree. So I really like the look of it. You know, you got a fatal four-way tag team match with Aria Davari, Vic Capri v Helter Skelter versus Steiner Brothers versus Zero Gravity. Now I'm guessing Steiner Brothers win that match. And then you've got another disqualification match versus Christian Rose versus Prince Mustafa Ali, which I'm guessing is pretty good. But to me, I have to admit, I just really like the cover. I thought the cover looked amazing. The only problem I have with buying it, because I bought this straight from Dreamwave.com. The problem is that, just like Northeast Wrestling, they're extremely slow. And you have to kind of get on their back about it. And what I don't like is the discs are like just plain DVD-R. You know, they're not like... It says it's from Smart Mark Video. But Smart Mark Video put lovely images on the disc, which I'll talk about in my next overview, I think, when I do the Shikara ones. But yeah, I really like the case, so awesome. Another case I like, and this one is Immortality 2013. I love the artwork on this. I think it's awesome. I don't know if you can see, it's got DDP in it, done with Des Page, and Jake the Snake Roberts, and it's got some other people on there. Jason Hayes or Nick Brubaker, I think. And to be honest with you, again, I watched this, but what I like about these is they've got the pre-show matches on them as well. So it kind of makes it feel like a complete package, even though they haven't got artwork on the disc, and even though it's kind of cheaply made. Sorry, I've got bad allergies. So yeah, this is kind of good, but like I said, I haven't seen it. There's 3 championship matches on this. Dreamwave Tag Team Championship, Pride versus Helter Skelter. Dreamwave Alternative Championship, Mars Rocket versus the Ice Pick Vic Capri. And then their dog collar match for the Dreamwave Championship, Jason Hayes versus Nick Brubaker. So, another great artwork, and this one is Retaliation 2013. This one has Buff Bagwell at it. Let's see, where are you? I'm at the Money Cage versus Buff Bagwell. The championship matches are alternative time match, Mars Rocket versus Vic Capri. Tag Team Championship match, Pride versus members only. And triple threat for Dreamwave Championship, Nick Brubaker champion versus Jason Hayes versus Christian Rose. You know, which to be honest with you, I do like these. Like I said, I just haven't got into watching them because I only watched the first 2 events and I liked them a lot. But I just haven't had the time, you know. When you watch wrestling, you have to be prepared to watch a 2-3 hour show. So, you know. Survivor of the Fittest 2013. I'm guessing they stole this name from Ring of Honor. Strap yourself in for a night of shocking twists and turns. A show that kept everyone on their toes and featured not 1 but 2 shocking returns that the Dreamwave universe can't stop talking about. STOF proved to be a unique show due to so many top stars being in Survivor of the Fittest match. This created a lot of opportunity for young guys to step up, and step up they did. The Survivor of the Fittest match stars Christian Rose, Nick Brubaker and Lince Dorado, plus a surprise guest, surprise entrant versus Matt Cage, Marcus Crane, Alex Castle and Reed Bentley. Dan the Man and Hurricane Elms versus Cousin Bobby and Waylon. Open challenge for the Open Net title, Mars Rocket, challenger versus mystery partner. Bucky Collins versus Rough Colt Crossing. You know, to be honest with you, I just like the cover work, you know. I think the cover work doesn't look so dull. What's this one? Good as Gold, 30 men, 1 winner. It has a couple of matches on there, like the pre-show, Justice Jones versus JJ Garrett. Let me hold it up, sorry. Zero Gravity versus Mark Andrews and Pete Dunne. The Dreamwave Tag Team Championship, Mason Beck versus Cousin Bobby versus Sports Entertainment. Matt the Money Cage versus Austin Roberts. No disqualification for the Dreamwave Championship. Lince Dorado versus Jason Hayes. with Raylan Fox, and you've got the 30-man good as gold Royal Rumble, basically. I'm really looking forward to watching this show because I've always liked watching other companies' Royal Rumbles. I know it sounds weird, but I always have, you know. We've got another one which has two huge events on it, and that is the 2-disc set. Basically, this one is live at Tonica Fest. The Beck Favour Sports Entertainment Tag Team Champions. It's Castle versus Nick Brubaker. Justice Jones versus Jason Hayes. And then you got live at the Taste of Utica. And the main event for that is a belt war for the 30th spot in the 2013 Good as Gold Rumble. Christian Rose versus Reed by God Bentley. Matt the Money Cage versus Natural JJ Garrett. And the alternate title match, the Dodgeball Superstar Tyler Pregel versus Mars Rocket. Now, look at that cover. That cover to me looks awesome. It's just a shame, but the discs haven't got artwork on because it'd be a lot better, you know? So like, they've got a premium kind of, they use really good paper as well, but I just can't get over the fact that there isn't any artwork on the discs. Anyway, some more titles here. The Fight Before Christmas, which has Chris Hero at it, and the championship matches are 4-team elimination match for the Tag Team Championship. Helter Skelter versus Sports Entertainment versus Dan Lawrence and Judd the Janitor versus Vic Capri and Amar Davari. The alternative title match is Marsh Rocket versus Reed by God Bentley. They've got last man standing match, Nick Brubaker versus Matt the Money Cage. And then you've got the Dreamwave Championship match, Christian Rose versus Shane Hollister. Now, the whole story behind Dreamwave's 2013 season is Christian Rose becoming the champion, to be honest. Will he get there? Will he not? Well, at the end of this, he kind of says he does because it says he's a champion. And you've got Gangrel from WWE here, like for a special. You know, an old has-been. You know how it is. Then we've got No Escape 2013 with 2 pre-show matches on it. Let's see, the matches are, the championship matches that is, 4-team gauntlet to face the Dreamwave Tag Team Champions, Team UK versus Zero Gravity versus Mason Beck and Cousin Bobby versus Helter Skelter. Then you've got Dreamwave Tag Team Championship, gauntlet winner versus Sports Entertainment. Then you've got the open challenge for the alternate title, Eric Cannon versus Marsh Rocket. And you've got Devon Dudley versus Matt the Money Cage. And you've got a steel cage match for the Dreamwave Championship, Christian Rose versus Jason Hayes with Ryland Fox. Now, like I said before, just look at the cover. I like it, you know. I like wrestling events that have great covers. This one's a nice one. And this one is Adversity 2013. There's one Simmons. Justice Jones versus Chris Castro. Aaron Xavier versus JJ Gate. Then you've got 2 out of 3 falls for the Dreamwave Championship match. Lince Dorado versus Jason Hayes. Alternate title match, Shane Hollister versus Marsh Rocket. Then you've got, is it on there? Is there one on there? Let's have a look. I can't see a match with Ron Simmons on it, but he's obviously there because he's visiting, I guess. I guess he might do a, you know, promo, kind of talking kind of thing. After that, there's no more matches, no more championship matches. There's a bunkhouse ball match, the Beck family versus Sports Entertainment. A 4-way tag team match, Foreign Affairs versus Helter Skelter versus Clean and Dirty versus Zero Gravity. Nick Brubaker versus Reed by God Bentley. And a lumberjack match, Christian Rose versus Prince Mustafa. Now, I have to admit, if you look at this, I think these are good covers, like I said before. The events are pretty good. They're very cheap, you know. I think the tickets to get in were only like $15, $20, which is a reasonable price. But the DVDs are $15 each, you know. And to be honest with you, I'd rather they were cheaper. Like, I'd rather find them on eBay cheaper, but for some reason I can't. So, if I really keep on liking them, I'm going to have to basically buy. I'm basically going to have to, you know, buy them full price. Yeah, the full price. Got season premiere 2014. Now, I haven't finished season 13 yet, so 2013 yet, so I ain't finished this, obviously. The championship matches are the alternative title match, Marshall Rocker versus Reed by God Bentley. 4-team no disqualification match, the tag team championships, Skelter versus Sports Entertainment versus Sports Entertainment versus Foreign Affairs. So is there two Sports Entertainments then? Hmm. Unbreakable Michael Elgin versus Shane Hollister. Everybody knows who Michael Elgin is by now. If you're watching Independence, you know the soon-to-be World Heavyweight Champion. AJ Styles, which big, massive star, to be honest, and the Independence as well as TNA, versus Christian Rose. Now, I can't imagine beating Christian Rose, but you never know. And that's it, really. So that's all the Dreamwave titles I have. I haven't got many because, like I said, I've started watching it and I'm still judging whether or not it's good or bad. So, I keep wanting to go. So sorry. I don't know why, but I'm always so tired when I do these. Maybe it's because it relaxes me, I guess. It relaxes me a lot. We're going back to the wrestling. So I've got 13 Dreamwave titles. And I'm enjoying them, you know. I enjoy Dreamwave, but I've only watched two, like I said. It's cheap promotion. It's decent. It's not a bad thing to watch. I don't find most wrestling bad. I think the only thing I found bad was backyard wrestling so far. The first one I got, somebody sent to me for free. It was just terrible. But yeah, thanks for watching this overview of my Dreamwave collection. And look forward to seeing some more because I've got my female wrestling collection coming up, my Shikara, my Pro Wrestling Gorilla, my Dragon Gate USA, my WWE, WWF collection, and Ring of Honor. Oh, and TNA. So I've still got a lot of wrestling to go. So thanks for watching, take care, and have a good day. Thank you.